What's up, everybody? It is Silver Forever, and today we are going to be talking about how every single purchase that you make as a stacker needs to be thought out, deliberate, scheduled, and oh yeah, that is not the case with this one. The reality is that I made an impulse buy one night. I don't even remember what's in here. You are about to see at the same time as I am. You know, I gotta say, I really like when Monument Metals packages things this way. Recently, I did get kind of disappointed by the fact that they sent a 1 ounce gold coin in this flip without a capsule. I didn't buy the capsule, so it's not really on them, but at the end of the day, if I'm gonna spend close to $2 grand on a coin, you'd think that they'd go ahead and throw it in a capsule like these beauties here. But let's see what's in the mystery bag today. Ooh, we're getting a glimpse of what's inside here. Hopefully I'm not disappointed with my drunk self from 2 weeks ago. What? Philharmonics, huh? Huh, Silver Forever? That was the smart play that you made? Alright. My guess is I must have seen something that was at a fairly low premium at the time, because the reality is I'm not a huge fan of the Austrian Philharmonic, but hey, they have their place. They have their place in the stack. You know, technically these are a coin. They're denominated as 1.5 euros, coming from Austria. 1 Unz fine silver from the Republic Österreich. And on the back, of course, we have the Wiener Philharmonic. And you see these different instruments here. We got the French horn, we got the strings, cello, violin, viola, and the harp going. Maybe even looks like a bassoon or an oboe in the background. And as I look closer, it is becoming more and more obvious. You can kind of see right about here there are plenty of milk spots. So these are definitely Austrian Philharmonics, Phils for short. One unique thing about this coin is that they are not reeded. Most of the coins that we buy nowadays have reeded edges, and these are actually smooth edges, so that's kind of something unique about the Austrian Phil. And yeah, turns out I bought a few of these. We have 1 and 2 of the Austrian Phils, and it looks like I went ahead and bought some more of these as well. Let's pull out of the grab bag. And yes, we have 2 more of the Phils. So the Austrian Philharmonic is among the lowest premium silver coins that you can find. They're not one of my favorite coins, if I'm being honest. I do think that they look better in person than they do on the websites, and it's weird. Sometimes you see a digital image for a particular coin or round, and it just looks totally different in person, and I've had it go both ways. I think that this is one of those coins that I'm happier with in hand than just looking at the digital image. That's something it has going for it. But in the future, you know, if I were to offload some of my stack and try to take advantage of silver prices going up, I think that this is among those coins that would be first to go from my stack. So I'm assuming I got these at a fairly low premium, at least for nowadays. But yeah, kind of surprised in myself having bought these. So have you had a similar experience? Surprising yourself with a random grab bag of silver? Yeah, kind of a funny one. Oh, what else do we have here? We have 2 more in the bag that do not appear to be Austrian Phils. What are they? Seriously, Silver Forever? Okay. It's an ASE, a Type 2 American Silver Eagle. You know, sometimes it just takes time. Sometimes it's hard to be okay with change and new things, but I think this design, at least the reverse, you know, it's growing on me. One thing that I will be very unlikely to change my opinion on is this obverse. I'm just unimpressed. It's just a worse version of the previous obverse. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, Type 1 obverse all day. if you've watched my old videos, I went ahead and bought 10 of these Type 2s and 10 of the Type 1s from 2021. I was going to keep it at that. I have American Silver Eagles in my stack from years ago, and back then, you know, the premiums were still fairly high, but at least semi-reasonable. Nowadays, the splits between what it costs to get an American Eagle in hand versus a lot of these other silver coins, it's really hard to justify from my perspective. I know that there are those of us out there, and certainly those who shop at local coin shops, who religiously will only buy American Silver Eagles. I'm not one of those people. I do think that they are a good foundational coin to have in your stack. I think they're an important part of anybody's silver stack. But this year and last year in particular, these premiums have just been so unreasonable that I haven't really bought a lot. My guess is that I saw that these premiums were lower than they had been for some time, and maybe I needed to round out the order. Who knows? It's kind of funny trying to make assumptions about what your previous self did if your memory of those events is lacking. So anyways, thought that was an interesting concept for a video, and there is one more that I see right here, and this is actually even more interesting because all I can see is the Queen. And as we all know, the Queen is featured on a variety of coins. She has a different image depending on what country you're working with, and you can actually see here that this is Australia. So that's a hint. I can feel the weight here. I can feel how chunky it is. It's a 2-ouncer. What is it going to be? Oh, it's the platypus. Check it out. The 2-ounce chunky platypus. Wow, that's a cool looking coin. It's kind of coming back to me now, you know. So I saw one of these at my LCS, my local coin shop, recently, and to be honest, the price was not right for me. I was not a buyer of silver at those prices in my local coin shop. I talked about that recently in a video about how I always find good deals on gold and rarely find good deals on silver locally. And so I do kind of recall coming home and seeing that this was at such a better price than what I was seeing locally. This was a purchase that was made right after a big drop in the silver spot price and premiums to go with it. So I do recall there being a good deal on this guy. It's a chunky 2-ouncer. Feels good in the hand. Kind of like this, you know, I think that the design leaves a little bit to be desired. But the way that the relief works here, I really like how this coin looks with different lighting and at different angles. This is a fun one to check out. I don't know if I would buy any more of them, but hey, it's a cool one to add to the collection, and it's kind of fun surprising yourself with these types of purchases. It's gotten to the point now where, you know, I'm making weekly purchases, often with the idea of the channel in mind, wanting to share some cool new coins with you all. And sometimes I'll get a box and not even know which purchase it was, and I can do my due diligence and kind of go through the records and figure out what exactly the purchase was, or I can surprise myself and maybe surprise you guys. But let me know, you know, what do you think about the concept for videos like these where it's kind of a surprise, or would you rather just know what's going to happen just by looking at the title? So let me know what you think. That's 4 Austrian Philharmonics added to the stack, another ASE2 added to the stack, and a new addition added to the stack, the 2-ounce chunky platypus, straight from the Perth Mint in Australia, courtesy of Monument Metals. If you love stacking, if you love silver, if you love gold, then you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, let me know how much you love the channel as we make our way on to 1,000 subs, and on your way out, watch that video. Silver forever, out.